This conference will now be recorded.
So we'll be starting our next topic, that is production version. Okay. So the topics that we are going to cover in production version, there we will see what is production version, methods of creation of production version, consistency check of production version. So these are the topics we will be covering in the production version. Okay. So basically, what is production version? Determines production version determines which alternate BOM is used together with which task list or routing to produce a material or create a master production schedule. So production version is basically nothing but the BOM and the routing we created in the previous classes. It is a combination of these two. You club your BOM and your task list. Task list is nothing but routing. These two in the production version. Okay. In a production version, you can maintain the combination of BOM and routing. That's what I just explained. Okay. For one material, you can have several production versions for various validity periods and lot size ranges. This I will show it in the system. Okay. These production versions are used both in discrete manufacturing, repetitive manufacturing, and process manufacturing. We will discuss all this manufacturing type later on when we go to manufacturing execution. Okay. So this is the one. A production version determines which alternate BOM is used together with which master recipe or routing task list to produce a material or create a master plan for a material. That's what. So production version is nothing but it is a combination of BOM and your routing, your task list basically. Your combination of these two. Okay. So this is what we are just discussing. It just in you club BOM and the routing in the production version. Okay. So now let's create the production versions in the system. So as we just discussed, production version. Okay, it is nothing but combination of BOM and task list or routing. It is nothing but task list. Okay. So now let's go to the system and let's create. Okay, I logged into the system. Okay, so now we already created the BOMs and routings for our product. Let me go to the our finished product which we are using now. So this is the one we are using, right? Coke bottle 1 liter. This is the one. So if you take this for this finished product, we already created the BOMs and routings. So if I go to CS03, this is a product, this is the plant, and the BOM usage one. So if you go, we created two alternate BOMs. Okay, first alternate BOM one with items with glass bottle and glass bottle lid. This is the first BOM, and we created another alternate BOM, set BOM 2. So if you select BOM 2, go to items, these are the ones. Here you have plastic ones. So we created two BOMs, and at the same time, we created two routings also. Try to recollect previous classes. So we created two routings. CA03, if you go, this is a product, this is a plant. We created two. We have not created routings. Actually, we used a different system or We have not created routings in this system. Huh? We used a different system or
No, different system you created, sir.
oh, okay. Okay. Let me create this one. How much time it will take? Okay, let's create quickly. Of course, we discussed this in the previous classes. I'll just create. Okay, what are the work centers I created? Kumar underscore 61, 62, 63. 61, 62. Wait. Okay, we'll put for 1,000 bottles. This quantity we discussed this already. In this system, I forgot. That's okay. I'm maintaining all the values. I maintain this. Now let me save this. First routing. I created the first routing. Let me create another routing. Okay, I'll create one more. Two alternate routings. Okay. Already we have one now. Let me create one more. Alternate routing group counter 2. Usage 1, status 4. Okay, go to operations. Here let me use a production line. Do we have any product cook? This one 7 underscore 90. Let me use this. Okay, here we discussed this already. Single line. Okay, set up 1 hour. Let's say total time it takes 8 hours. Let's say 3 people are working 20. So now this product is having two bombs. The product which we have two alternate bombs, and it is having two alternate routings. It is having multiple bombs and multiple routings. Okay, so now we need to create the production version. So to create the production version, we have two options. One is from material master. Another one is from a transaction called C223. We have these two options. One you can create from material master. I'll show you both. Another one is from the transaction called C223. Okay. So from material master is nothing but MM02. Okay. So now let's create. Go to MM02. In S4 HANA, this production version is mandatory. Without production version, you cannot create orders. So this is mandatory. Enter the material, product, enter. Okay. You need to go to work scheduling view. Here you see there is a view work scheduling. You need to select this view. Okay. Click on continue. Our plant is 1710. Continue. So once you go there, here you see there is a button called production version. And as of now, as the production versions are not maintained, this checkbox is not active. So if you see, as the production versions are not maintained, you see this checkbox is not activated. The moment you assign the production versions, this checkbox will get activated automatically. So means what you need to understand here is by looking at this one, you can tell whether production versions are created or not. That's the one. Okay. So now to create production version, click on this button. You will get this screen. Here you have to enter the production version code. PV1, production version 1. Give the description. Validity. Let's say let me give it from today till this period. 31/12 this period. Okay. Once you enter this, put the cursor on the production version. Here you see there is a button, details. Okay, you need to put the cursor on this production version and click on this button, details button. Now it will take you to this screen. Here you have to enter your BOM and routing. So which BOM and which routing you are going to use, you need to enter here. You need to enter here. So enter the lot sizes. Okay, I'll explain the importance of these lot sizes in a minute. Okay. So now first you need to assign the routing task list type. Here we are going to use routing. So click on the drop down, go to routing here, select routing. So now routing group. So we created two routings, right? So that routing group we need to check. So let me go to routing. Let me open one more session. CA03, the one which we just created. The routings. If you go inside, if you select the first routing, go to header. We discussed all these things already. So here you see routing group and group counter. Okay. So this you need to enter. So basically we are going to use this routing. Select the group, enter the group here, and group counter is 1. Okay. Now BOM. So we entered the routing data. What is a production version combination of routing and BOM? So here we are clubbing the routing and the BOM. So now BOM we need to enter. So what is a BOM? Two BOMs we have. So I want to use alternate BOM 1 and BOM usages. In our case, all our BOM usages are 1. So basically what we are doing here is in the production version 1, we are clubbing routing 1 plus alternate BOM 1. We are clubbing these two. Alternate BOM 1. We are clubbing these two. Okay, in the production version 1. Okay, so I enter the data, I enter the information. Once you enter this information, you have to do consistency check. Okay, there is a concept called consistency check. Consistency check means what system does this. When you do this, system will check whether the data you entered, task list data and BOM data, whether it really exists or not, it will check. And if really exists, it will give you the status with green color. It means whether this data really exists or not. If this data does not exist, it will give you the information with red color. This is called consistency check. Okay. So to do the consistency check, okay, so what you need to do? Okay, here. Once we entered all the information, okay, now you see here there is a button, consistency check of production version. You need to click on that button. Click on that button. Now you see the messages. See, you will get like this. Task list exists, BOM exists. Just close this button. See, now you got green lights here. This is you got here 2 green lights. You see here. That means both exist. Both exist. That means whatever the data we entered here already exists. Suppose let's say if you enter the data which is not there here, then it will throw the red color. Suppose let's say alternate BOM 3. This product is not having alternate BOM 3. It is having only 2 BOMs. It was having only 2 BOMs. So as I entered alternate BOM 3, if I do consistency check, see, it says no matching alternate BOM exist. Continue. See, it says message BOM does not exist. If you close this, see for BOM, there is a error color, red color. That means whatever the information you entered here, it does not exist. It does not exist. It does not exist basically. Okay, so that is an error. So again, let me enter 1. Let me do the consistency check again. Now both exist. Okay, close this, cancel this. Both are green lights, everything okay. Now continue. Now again you are back to original screen. Again continue, done. So now as the production versions are created, you see the production version checkbox is now automatically activated. So this is how you create a production version. Now save it. So that's the production version. This is one method. This is from the material master. Another method is you can do directly from C223 transaction. This is like a mass processing. Mass processing. Okay. And whatever you create in the first option, that will appear over here. And whatever you create through C223, that will appear in the metal master. That will appear in the metal. Okay, vice versa. So now let's create through mass processing. This is the one. See, the transaction code is C223. Okay, so let's create through C223. Okay, so let me close this session. C223. Go to this transaction. You see, production version mass processing. Here, first normally you will not get like this. Your plant will be blank, your material will be blank, everything will be blank normally. Okay, when you go first time. So you will get like this. Enter the plant, your plant 1710. Enter your product. So what is our product? Product is this one. This is our product. Take the product, enter the product here, and just simply enter once. Okay, so the moment I entered once, system will check. As of now, already do we have any production versions? See, system checked. You see, there is a production version already. The one which we created through material master. Now that is showing here. Now here, from here, let's create one more production version. So what I will do, either you can click on this button, create production version. You see, there is a button here, create production version. Ultimately, it will take you to the more or less same screen. This is one method. Another method is you just enter directly here information. Enter material, production version 2, give the description. Okay, valid from. Let me enter same dates. Okay, now here enter the lot sizes. Same information I will enter. Now scroll down, scroll to right, sorry. Scroll to right. Here you enter your alternate BOM and alternate routing. Here you need to enter. So here I am going to use alternate BOM 2. Alternate BOM 2. Our BOM usage is 1. We are always using BOMs with usage 1. Now enter your routing group number. This is the group number and the group counter is 2. 2 and our task list type is routing. Done. All done. Now select it. Now you need to do consistency check. So select it and here you see there is a button. Now you have to do from consistency check here. Both exist. Go back. Now you got the green lights. Now you save it. So like here the advantage is you can add more than one production version at the same time. Like this. Suppose let's say you want to create one more. You add the information here. That is why it is called mass processing. So done. Now you save it. Now whatever we created through the C223 transaction, that will be available in the metal master. So if you go to metal master again, there you can see that. Suppose if I go to metal master, work scheduling, plant 1710. If you go to production version, see the one which we created through that C223 transaction, it is showing here. So it is vice versa. Whatever you create at one place, that will be visible automatically in the other place. So this is how you create through mass processing. Okay. So basically, this is how the production versions are created. So normally what happens is once the production versions are created, when they create production order, system will search for the suitable production version. Suppose what I will do, I'll make some changes here. So let me go to production version again. Okay. If I go to, I'll go to change mode. Okay. I'll go to work scheduling again, plant 1710. So here I'll go to production version. So let me select the first production version, go to details. So here the organization decided that if the production order quantity is 1 to 1000, they are going to use the first BOM and first route. For small quantities of production, they want to do using through manual process. 3 manual machines, and that glass bottle, glass lid they are going to use. So what I will do, I will use the maximum lot size as 1000. Okay, for 1000, we have the routing group 1 and alternate bomb. Okay, so check, that's okay, both exist. Okay, so now continue. Now the second version, what they decided is they want to use only when the order quantity is more than 1000. That means 1001. That time they are going to use uh, automatic line, which is this one, this group routing. Okay, and plastic bottles and all. Okay, so now check again, both exist, continue. So now these two production versions have different validity, different lot size ranges. So now continue, done, save it. Okay, now I'll show you this, where this exactly the production versions will come into picture. Suppose if I go to display, let me put this in display mode. We have two production versions. Okay, so now let me create a order. Okay, I'll create a production order. Okay, CO01. Whenever they want to do production, they will create production order. This production order creation we will discuss in subsequent classes here. Okay, that time we will discuss in detail. Just today I'm showing where these production versions are ultimately used and how that lot sizes will work. So if I enter the material, what is the material? 140s418. 140s418. Okay, so now I'll enter the order type by BM1. Okay, one four zero seven. Okay. So now you see, observe carefully. Suppose let's say if I create order for 2000, I'm creating order for 2000. So now you see how system will behave. It's just still taking 13th data. Okay, that's okay. I understood the problem. Okay, 2000. Let me enter the data. For today, this one date. Let me enter 2011, 2021. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Now, if you observe carefully, if you go to master data, see what is the version selected? Production version 2. That means our production version 1, our production version lot size range is 1 to 1000. Okay, whereas production version 2 lot size range is 1001 to 999. Correct? So as we are creating the order for 2000, this 2000 falls in this range. So system selected production version 2. You see, system automatically selected production version 2. And from that production version, you will get the routing and you will get the bomb. Suppose if I go to operations, you see only one operation. Second routing was having only one operation, automatic line. And if you go to components, see, you got the plastic components because it selected second production version. Suppose I'll not save this, I'll go back. Again, I will go here. This time I want to do production for 500 only. For 500. The moment I enter, you see the difference. Oh, yeah. Okay, you see. Now you got the quantity 500 where we want to do production for 500. So now if you go to master data, see, it selected production version 1. So our quantity 500, production order quantity lies in this range, falls within this range of the production version. So system selected this production version. So now that production version, if you go to operations, it is having 3 operations, manual, and if you go to components, the glass bottle and the glass bottle. So that's how the the lot size ranges works in the production version. That's how the lot size ranges works. And also accordingly the dates also. Suppose let's say your client says that we want to use production version 1 till this year, till the end of this year. Next year onwards, we want to use production version 2. Okay, then what you can do is you can do like this. Go to change mode. Go to change mode. Okay, enter. Again, go to versions. Okay, so now what I will do, I will change this to 31/12/2021 and this one 01/01 January 1 2022. That means what happens is all this till the end of this year it will select production version 1 and from next year onwards it will select production version. So what I will do in this, I will make the lot sizes same again. Okay, check, that's okay. Continue and I will go to production version 2. I will make the lot size ranges same. Check, both exist. Now lot size ranges are same. So now if I create, it will automatically select production version 1 because now due to dates, next year onwards, once we are going to create production orders on this date, it will select production version 2. Okay, so like this you can have the date validity date wise also you can select the production version. Okay, so that's the on the production version. Okay, in ECC production version is optional, older version. In ECC older version, production version is optional. That means if you want to use you can use, if you don't want to use it don't use it. But in S4 HANA production version is mandatory. Production version mandatory. Without production version you cannot create the production orders in S4 HANA. This is an interview question. What is the difference between ECC and S4 HANA? This is one of the major difference. In ECC, production versions are optional. It's up to you whether you want to use it or not. But in S4 HANA, it is mandatory. That is why we are discussing here. Okay. Okay. So with this, we are done with the production version. Okay. Production version. Okay.